3, action.
Good afternoon, Mario. How are you?
How are you, Bob? I don't shake hands. I have
Come on,
challenges
Mario.
to use.
That's okay, not a problem. By the way, I sent an email to you and you responded when you won the award for Coldwell Banker being the top realtor in Westchester County, and I really appreciate you speaking with me today. You already are presenting problems to me, and I'm going to show you that we can overcome those problems. As a top realtor in Coldwell Banker, I'm sure that you have a team of people that you've been working with to get there, but you were interested in my construction lending, and I would like very much to talk with you about that particular project which you showed interest in. And I'm wondering...
I sold that, Bob.
I'm sorry.
I sold that property.
You sold the property. Well, that's okay, because you'll have other areas of need in construction lending in the future. And I just wanted to make sure that you knew about what we were doing. In the inside of Coldwell Banker, are you getting the support that you need when you have a construction lending project?
As far as
The loans are concerned necessary to complete the sale of a piece of property where there's a need for.
yeah, I just closed that deal on Montgomery that I was telling you about, the one that you were referring to.
Were you satisfied with the performance of the loan officer and the bank that was
I think they did a great job,
all the way through? They did a great job all the way through,
start to finish.
start to finish. That's not a bad thing to have in your
repertoire.
As far as your team.
Come on, calm,
Thank
just
you.
relax and just
I'm
talk.
relaxed.
Not you.
As far as your teamwork, as far as your team is concerned, I think that that's a very good situation to have. But I'd like to be able to show you what Wells Fargo can do, because we have one of the best and aggressive programs on the market today,
What program's that?
as far as our building construction loan.
When you say the most aggressive, you mean the lowest interest rates or
We
the
have-
fastest turn times? What do you?
Our turn times and the way we handle the borrower as far as the project is concerned, from start to finish, is a comprehensive program where we can make sure that the borrower we close on time, that we can handle and we're protecting the borrower as far as the builders are concerned. Our interest rates are competitive as far as our end loans are concerned. The interest rate for the construction loan is again, throughout the industry, is based on prime. And we find that our situation is one that most of our people like the way the entire loan structure goes down.
Well, you sound like a player, but you don't sound like a home run hitter. You don't sound like an all-star. You sound like a player in the game. I mean, what are you doing that I gotta say you have to go to Wells Fargo because they're doing what?
Well, it's about what the needs are of the client.
Well, those are the same needs for me. I want a smooth process. I want the lowest interest rate. I want to know that the money's going to be there and it's going to go all according to plan.
That's part of the process that we find that we're very successful with. As far as the needs of the client are concerned, those things are all addressed one after another. The client is handled in a comfortable way, and we can find that we close on time and our clients are happy. The lowest interest rate, we are at a very competitive interest rate. Is it the lowest interest rate? I can't tell you that. They change every single day. On one day, we could be plus or minus an eighth. On another day, again, it changes. But as far as the overall program is concerned, our construction lending area has grown tremendously. And for that to have happened, we must have had a good track record.
What about your track record?
My track record is excellent.
How many loans have you closed this year, construction loans?
Construction loans,
Don't lie to me, Bob.
this year so far, we've closed 6.
When you say we, you work with a partner?
No, I don't work with a partner, me
So-
being myself in the bank. Now, it's only the beginning of the year, so 6 loans.
That's a lot to close, 6 construction loans
We've been working on
in 1 year, closing, I mean, so on average, how long is each one taking you?
Each loan takes approximately 60 days to close.
Okay.
Now, with the loan that you just closed, what was the time frame involved in closing that loan?
Took about 90 days to close, maybe a
And
little bit longer.
what was the reason for it to take that long?
I don't know, I can't tell you 100% what it was. I was getting mixed signals from the borrower, from the bank was blaming the borrower was blaming the bank.
That's one of the things that we have found as far as our competition is concerned, that it's really not acceptable to have a construction loan going 90 days. There's just no reason for it. And if the bank were asking the right questions up front, and the loan officer was asking the right questions up front, getting the documentation to the bank should be a situation where we would be able to close a loan in 60 days. Borrowers today need to get their shovel in the ground and make sure that they can start the construction on a timely basis, and going over 60 days is not acceptable. So if that's what you're getting from the last bank that you had referred to, that's something where I think we can fulfill your
I didn't
need.
refer the bank. The borrower, this was the borrower who chose this bank. I referred M&T. The borrower decided to go somewhere else. Norwood City, Chase.
Well, what I'd like you to do is I will give you a copy of our loan process. And what we'd like you to do is to look it over and in detail and see what, excuse me.
Want some Snapple?
No, I have some scotch. I think that once you look over the details of it, I think you'll see that we have a program that you would be comfortable in referring us, our borrowers to. And I think that we should be able to do some interesting business for you to help you close your loans in a more timely fashion.
Okay.
Are there any properties that you're currently working on now, whether it be in the construction area or in a regular purchase area, that we could,
I have
work
no
with?
construction loans right now. I just have some listings that I'm trying to get off my plate. They've been difficult to sell for the past 6 months,
Well-
so that's what I'm working on now.
Considering that Wells Fargo does 28% of all of the loans in the country, and that includes Westchester County, what can we do to help you get some of those loans off your plate and get them closed? If you can give me a borrower or two to start working with, I'll show you what we can do in our regular loan platform.
I just can't sell these houses right now. Market tough, but
Well-
I'm not getting the buyers.
You're not getting the buyers, but your loan officer is helping you merchandise your individual pieces of property.
What do you mean?
Well, we can help you with buy down, with marketing sheets where we can show you the.
I don't want you to
buy
show me,
down.
I want you to show the borrower.
No. You're gonna
No.
get borrowers that will help you, you'll be able to get borrowers the information they're gonna need to be comfortable in looking at the particular property. Well, I'll help you with some cooperative advertising, with some of your, on some of your properties. I'll help you with open houses and things like that to help your borrowers to be more
Good. So
comfortable.
you cater, that's good to know.
Cater, oh, big time. That's,
Brings the gefilte fish.
Okay.
to be a top realtor, you've closed more deals than anyone